Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've heard the breaking news, but YouTube is on easy mode. Anyone can blow up in 2025. It is January 2nd of 2025, and I'm telling you right now, that is exactly what you can do. At least that's what everybody is telling you about YouTube, right? YouTube is easy. This is the easiest thing in the world to do. Like, YouTube can just end up with a YouTube play button, a plaque, just by posting anything you want on YouTube. And I'm here to tell you that, that might be the truth for a lot of other content creators, but YouTube is not that easy, because a lot of people seem to have the information that it is. However, it's easy when you go about it the right way. Yesterday in my first video back after a year, I talked about how consistency is how you win on YouTube, right? Being consistent with your content, that's just part of the building blocks to make YouTube easy mode. There are steps to still make YouTube turn easy mode. Some of these content creators don't give you a lot of steps. Like, how many of these people have you listened to in their video talk about, hey, if you just record on your phone and upload to YouTube, just post whatever you want to do, just post right now, that's the easy way, that's the way that you're gonna blow up, just post every single day. Like, that's it, that's all you got to do, right? A lot of people will tell you that, right? And that's what YouTube actually wants. A lot of YouTube just wants more people on the platform, of course. But let me give you some information, some game, right? The thumbnails, right? The thumbnails that you upload on videos, even the file name of your videos. A lot of people don't know this, especially if you're uploading through like an iPhone, right? When you upload a video from YouTube on your phone, did you know that the file name is really going to be some random generated number letters combination for the most part, right? What about when you upload a thumbnail, if you're especially uploading through your phone? Did you know it's probably pretty much going to be about the same? A lot of people don't know. It's because it doesn't really get talked about a lot. But one thing that helped me, particularly with my YouTube channels, other than this one I'm currently building as a YouTube journal, which we'll get into a little bit, is when you change the file name of your video to have the keywords that you want to target as a topic, it does help, especially if you're a brand new channel. The same thing with your thumbnail. I'm a anime YouTuber, right? And I recently did a video titled on my anime channel talking about some brand new anime. Now, even if I was a brand new channel, I would, in the file name, make sure to target the keywords that I want to talk about for that video. So let's say I'm talking about Demon Slayer as an anime, right? Let's say it's a reaction channel. I would make sure that the file name would be Demon Slayer episode 19 reaction, right? When I did that a few years back, our reaction video to Demon Slayer episode 19, before it got taken down, had nearly 1 million views, right? One of my most viral videos now on my main channel, where it's about old school anime, is Unhinged. Like, I made sure to put old school anime, Unhinged, Devilman, right? And those were like 3 keywords itself, and that became a video that generated over 67 million views, and that was just on the short. It doesn't have the same impact as it does on shorts as it would do for long form content, especially when you're trying to become, when you're starting off as a new YouTube channel. But that's one of the first things that, I see a lot of, newer YouTubers don't really talk about, especially because a lot of these larger YouTubers, larger than me, they utilize that, right? They utilize making sure the file name has some type of keywords. A lot of people say, yeah, you know what, it doesn't really have the same amount of impact, but how else is YouTube going to utilize your metadata in order to find your audience? YouTube is all about trying to figure out your audience profile, and they're trying to find you an audience. YouTube is not going to build a brand new audience. YouTube likes to attach creators' videos to establish audience, right? So usually that's what you're going to get through your YouTube suggestions, right? Where you're going to get through recommendations, all that helps out with your metadata, right? When you have your thumbnail and the file name with keywords in them. Now, I'm not saying overload those with keywords, because it has to make sense. YouTube is very smart. They have multiple AIs running to know when you're trying to game the system. But YouTube on easy mode, this is one of the things that people have been talking about forever. I wanted to make sure to have it on my screen, because there's a lot of content creators, both established and up and rising right now, that's talking about how easy YouTube is, and that everyone is telling you this information without really really putting you onto game. They're just saying that, hey, all you got to do is just post a video every single day. You could just use the titles, and you could just talk about YouTube. What they're not telling you is that you have to have a topic that people care about, right? That's one of the golden gooses. If you have a topic that people care about, you will make YouTube easy mode, right? If I'm in the anime community and I know that Demon Slayer the movie is about to come out, or for instance, even if I wasn't the most consistent, content creator last year, however, I could go to one of my channels right now and show you exactly what I mean. So I'm gonna go here to one of my main channels, right? So I want to show an example of what I mean about the file name. So this one I titled Unhinged Anime, and I titled it Unhinged Anime because at the time when my video was going viral on Google Trends, my name, a card, and Unhinged Anime was one of the big Google trends at that time. Like I said, this video was generating it was at like 20 million to 40 million. It became like 50 million views at the time. And so I wanted to see how I could ride Unhinged Anime. And I made a whole lot of videos titled Unhinged Anime or just Unhinged, having anime and unhinged in the title. And the reach and the amount of for the monetization for it was tremendous at the time. It still gets a few hundred views every single hour because now people are searching for it, through YouTube search and other browse features. But at the time, when it generated 250,000 views and estimated revenue, because the video isn't that long. This is a long format video that's like a minute and 30 seconds, right? And I looked at the reach, especially during that time, the traffic sources, and I made sure to utilize the related shorts because my video that already had 67 million views, I figured, hey, this could be a really good boost if I just double down on it. The click-through rate was insane at the time. 13.4% click-through rate, 1.4 million impressions. Browse features really took advantage of that. So did YouTube search during its run. And that's just another thing that I know a lot of other YouTubers don't really bring up, especially because a lot of people just feel that the file name and the thumbnail don't really matter as much compared to everything else. So when we get into other videos of people talking about YouTube is on easy mode, we have Jason Lee, who I watched a couple of his videos beforehand, and I just wanted to highlight some things that he talks about, what is so easy about YouTube in his video, for what he says, why anybody can blow up, right? He's talking about the styles of content that somebody can actually utilize nowadays, right? So there's three main things he talks about in this video about how you can blow up on YouTube, and just if you take 20-30 minutes out of your day, make a video like this, which is not going to be edited as much, what you can do about it. One is the YouTube journey. That's what this channel is going to be, what I'm doing right now is going to be focused on. Obviously, I have multiple YouTube channels. I just made a couple of brand new ones. I'm trying a lot of new things for 2025, and I want to highlight that. I want to hold myself accountable on my personal YouTube journey. I've been working on YouTube for 12 years. This is now my 13th year. 13 is my favorite number, and I feel like last year I really gave up on trying to do this because I felt like it was too much work, and then I realized that I wasn't putting in enough work, right? I realized that, when I wanted to manifest getting my YouTube play button, and it took consistency. It took me uploading 60 days on YouTube Shorts around this topic of anime, and then finding a sub niche within the anime sphere talking about old school anime, and voila, that blew up. And then I rolled that until it couldn't be rolled no more, and then now I'm pivoting towards other things. So topic is really important when you're talking about your YouTube journey. If you're posting every single day talking about YouTube, chances are, yes, you are going to blow up, but there's still certain things that you should be doing in these videos every single day. It's only so much that you can keep rehashing the same video over and over and over. But even for those of you that don't want to talk about YouTube every single day, there are some other things that you may like to talk about that is topic driven, that can be a trending topic. For instance, do you like Marvel? Do you like DC? They have comics, they have TV shows that come out every single day. Maybe doing a video specifically, dedicated towards Marvel, or DC, and these TV shows that are currently out might be the way you want to go. 20 minutes a day talking about, what's currently airing in this, doing your like a reaction without actually showing the footage in it. That could be one way, right? But the other way is, of course, talking about just your daily journey, right? We're not talking about daily vlogging where you're going to be taking bits and pieces of your entire day and putting it into the video, because let's be honest, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about what you were going throughout your entire day. However, they would like to know maybe a snippet of your day. Are you working on, you know, being in the IT field, or are you being a security guard? Are you working on developing, you know, a video game? I don't know. Are you trying to be an author, right? You know, there's a topic out there that you possibly specialize in. You got to think about, what is your unfair advantage? What do you think you know more about than other people, right? So that's your unfair advantage. Like that, you got to think about those unfair advantages. Like, are you in a job field, you know, that you think a lot of people could benefit from hearing your stories about? You know, and that's something specific that people would care about, especially if they're in their job field. Are you thinking about quitting your 9-to-5 job to become a full-time YouTuber? Well, that's something a lot of people have considered, and that's something that people would care about. If you think people care about how you cook your eggs and you're not a food channel, you know, that's not the way to go about it. So your topic is highly important, and that's something that, you know, Jason Lee and other YouTubers that were talking about, you know, how YouTube can be on easy mode, about the journey. That's one thing that they were talking about. Another thing they're talking about is actually building up, you know, a business or like or organization. You know, this is same thing, right? And that's something I'm actually doing myself. So over the course of this particular YouTube channel, it's me talking about, well, how am I going to be building up on YouTube? And all I'm thinking about is how obsessed I'm going to be over YouTube and these particular projects. Like, my life for this year is focused on YouTube and trying to make multiple successful YouTube channels and build them up into businesses. I'm focusing on building up, you know, my personal brands. I'm focusing on trying to build up 2 faceless brands. I'm focusing on trying to change, you know, the entire direction of a channel that was dominated by YouTube Shorts and layer it with YouTube long form content, you know, every single day. I'm trying to see if that would change the algorithm. I'm talking about, you know, in multiple different fields, like where they're just specifically focused. I'm looking at, all right, how can I leverage this YouTube channel to possibly get sponsorships? What type of sponsorships I can target, you know, and legally talk about, you know, for videos, and how I acquired the sponsorships. I'm trying to see exactly how I could go from, say, like 0 income to possibly in the near future breaking 5 figures, you know, I would hope a month, right? So I'm really trying to figure out, especially with my success and failures, that's the building process. People actually love to see that type of thing, because for them, it's, you know, a lot of people see these established YouTube channels, right, and thinks, you know, it's rainbows and butterflies, and now life is going to be on easy mode for them, right? We're you know, these channels here, like, that get it out the mud, like, people like to see the rise, right? Like, not not people who are established and then trying to ascend more. Sure, there's content for that everywhere, right? If you make 7 figures and you're going throughout your entire day and you're trying to build a new business, yes, they're an audience for you. But people also like to see the people who started from nothing and rise. Like, in my case, I literally was stuck at like 30,000 subscribers on this one particular anime channel, the one I just showed you, for like 4 years, and even decided to like give up on YouTube, came back, made YouTube Shorts for 60 days because I wanted to keep myself and hold myself accountable, had a video blow up to 67 million views, and then got my YouTube play button, and I just dipped because I was like, you know what, I feel like I accomplished my goal, and I coasted. I just BS all through 2024. And those things can happen. And, you know, I want this YouTube channel that I'm building to show you those ups and downs, and to hold myself accountable. So YouTube can be on easy mode, but it's going to take some consistency. It's going to take some diligence. It's going to take some discipline in order to get to that point to actually put it on easy mode, right? And the last thing he talks about in his video is how to make money online, and talking about that niche. That niche has been around, but it's not the only thing about the niche itself. It's also about the opportunities. As I just said, there's sponsorships, affiliate links. There's you know, other possible you know, things you can do to earn money on YouTube. And one of the best ways to earn money on YouTube is talk about earning money on YouTube, right? Like, in that of itself, funny enough, that is a topic that people care about, right? You see where I'm going with this? That is a topic that people care about. That's a topic that people want to know about. So if you can make your channel about solving problems that people have, that will put you in the best position in order to make YouTube easy, especially when you're an authority, which is what he says in this video on that topic. So maybe I'm an authority in the anime and the K-drama space because I've had experience working, you know, or experience just watching anime every single day, and it's like a part of life, right? I'm making my own novels, so maybe I know about the structures of animes. Maybe I could do like some deep analysis. Maybe I just want to be entertaining, right? And just entertain through reactions. In the K-drama space, well, I've been to South Korea, I've worked with K-pop idols, I've worked with other, you know, K-drama actresses, and maybe that's something that I can offer, you know, on my K-drama channel, you know, whether it's, or maybe it's in the music field. You know, I played the piano professionally, you know, I've done concert piano. Maybe it's something I could talk about in the music field. Maybe it's card games. I've traveled through the United States and Canada playing in multiple different card games, had, you know, like deck profiles, if people even know about that. Like my first YouTube channel was a card game. Like those are specific topics for a specific group of people, and basically that's the people you focus on, trying to find your audience on YouTube. Like that's what you want to do. So and to specify once again, you're trying to find your audience on YouTube, and you need to help, you need like to be actively engaged, actively like researching what it is that you want to zero in on, right? Because at the end of the day, while you're trying to find your audience on YouTube, YouTube is trying to do the same for you. So if you're making videos about fried eggs and how your day was, and then the next day you're talking about, hey, I just I don't know, went to Thailand and to enjoy the beaches or to buy houses, and then the next day you're talking about, yo, the Elden Ring just dropped a new DLC. Like, you see that there's no cohesion in those topics at all. You're just all over the place, right? So zero in on your topics, right? Especially if you're here to build a business, you know, then that's even better, you know? So that's all I want to say. I know YouTube on easy mode is like the ongoing thing. I think if you are, you know, making a journal channel like this one, I think if you haven't made a YouTube on easy mode like reaction video, or just your thoughts on YouTube is on easy mode video yet, you're missing out. Because if this is your target audience and this is how you want to build as a content creator, that's definitely something you should be doing. Right? You should be doing this, but putting your own spin on it while the trending topic is here. If you can trend jack and ride those trends, the sky is actually the limit, especially if they fall in line with your goals on YouTube. Some people are on YouTube just to make money. That is perfectly okay. If you have been a YouTuber for like multiple years and you're hearing other people talk about how YouTube is on easy mode, but you've been grinding for years and you have gotten nowhere, talk about that, right? Talk about that, because your own experience on this currently trending topic can be maybe the gateway other people see your channel. Like this channel currently only has 66 subscribers, right? And I made this channel years ago, right? My first video on the channel I'm talking on was a piano channel where I uploaded videos of piano covers because I thought that would be the cool thing, right? And the funny thing about it is those videos back in the days is when I just wanted to become like a piano like YouTuber. Like I am not pressed, like I filmed with a freaking potato. We were talking about 2010 when I wasn't taking YouTube serious, folks, at all. So I'll put myself on blast. Like I filmed with a potato all these years ago, right? Look at this, man. Look at this, right? I filmed with a potato all these years ago. This is 2014 years ago was my first ever YouTube video on a K-drama that I watched that I did a piano cover for, right? I've come a long way, you know, with my other YouTube channels. I've made multiple YouTube channels since then. I think I've tried like 20 different YouTube channels. Right now I have 7. Working on 8, you know, but right now I want to focus on 7 for the remainder of this year and build those up and see how, like, where it takes me, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. I know it's pretty long-winded. I'll catch you guys for another video tomorrow, and hopefully you guys all have a great day. Hopefully you guys had a great New Year's, and I'll see you soon. So with that said, doses.